Okay, YouTube, Google, Copa, whoever is running the show now, I want to meet you halfway here. So, please listen. I have already set my channel as not for kids. I've already done that. I actually have a disclaimer at the very beginning of this video. And I am also willing to accept any age restrictions on most of my future content, as long as this channel remains as it is. As long as this channel is safe, I will try to cause no problems, okay? Because I'm primarily an entertainer. This is an entertainment channel. I don't like to stir up trouble too much. Other than that DSP video, I don't really talk that much about other video makers, so to speak. That was just me getting some things off my chest. I don't really drag people that much. So from now on, I'm not going to say anything about anyone. And I'm saying it right now. This channel has never been for kids. I've made family-friendly content in the past, but I have never explicitly said anything about wanting children to watch this. I've never said anything about that. I have always said anyone who is willing to watch this, they can. I've never said anything specifically about children. I've never said that. I said anyone who wants to watch this. That can mean anything. Mostly adults watch this anyways when people, as far as I know, mostly adults, right? I don't know if children even watch me, because no child has ever commented on my video at all. The youngest person, to my knowledge, who has ever commented on any of my videos was around 16 or 17. To my knowledge, that's like the youngest one, right? So, please don't flag me. I want to stay within the boundaries of what is appropriate. But with the future videos coming up, I'm gonna be crossing some lines. You know, just bear in mind, you can age restrict them if you want. I mean, as long as they stay up, it doesn't bother me. I don't make money from this. I do this solely for entertainment. I just like to entertain people. Anyone who is willing to be entertained by me. I've always said that. I've never explicitly said anything about children. There are certain people on this site that do that, but I'm not one of them. And I'm not going to name names because that's apparently harassment now. And yeah. Even if you're calling out wrongdoing, apparently that's harassment. But it doesn't matter. The point is, please bear in mind, none of this is meant to be harmful to anyone, especially children. None of this is meant to be harmful toward anyone. So, on with the topic at hand. Sorry, that was a bit of a long, drawn out thing, but I just wanted to make it very clear that this channel is not for kids, and it never will be. Anyway, the thing I want to talk about is ECB. Extreme Championship Brawling, as it's been called. The original name for it was Worldwide Street Fighting, right? Now, no one knows that because it's never been advertised as that. And from the few clips I've shown on YouTube, it was never explicitly called that. It was never called that. But I called it that when I first started the whole thing as a hobby. I started it as a little, creative thing, sort of, one day I was bored and I thought, what, I wonder what it would be like to just do simulations with created characters and like a parking lot brawl and sort of turn that into like a show type thing. Sorry, but anyway, that's when the idea of ECB came into existence. It started out as like a hobby, right? And at first I wasn't able to record footage of it because I didn't have any kind of recording device. But as soon as I did, that's when it really took off. And over the years it's been retconned with different characters inserted into the original canon. There are certain characters that are a bit controversial. There are certain scenes that I wouldn't be able to show on YouTube because of the content. The beginnings of ECB were actually a bit scandalous, to say the least, and I can't show any of that footage on YouTube because I know for sure I'll get flagged on that. Yeah, there was some shenanigans going on. Let's just say that. But anyway, I have been doing this whole ECB thing on and off for about 10 years, both on and off YouTube. Now I've shown clips. I've shown like brawls here and there where it's like I've shown clips of the different brawls called Unseen History of ECB. Yeah, ECB Unseen History or something like that. And I had planned on actually making a show back in 2011, 2012. And I had everything planned. I had the footage all set up. I had everything going. But it just didn't work out that way. And I had yet again tried it in like 2013. But then I got a copyright strike. And so I had to go with ECB Brawlers, which was a little, mini videos, right? Tight, small videos that were about 10 minutes long. They had to be up to 10 minutes long because I couldn't record anything longer than that. So yeah, that was a major setback for me. I hadn't even been able to finish the EC Brawlers show, and that was supposed to lead into this whole thing of it was supposed to lead into this whole thing of ECB universe. It was supposed to be ECB finally gets its own 30-minute show, so to speak. That never really happened though, because I started slacking off, and I don't even remember where I put the footage for the final episodes. I was supposed to cap it off with this big reveal and whatever, and that was supposed to be a big pay-per-view coming up to tie everything together, and that was supposed to lead into ECB universe. But it never happened. Maybe one day it could, but what I'm about to discuss is something completely different. It's an Elseworld series called ELW. And this one, unlike the others, which ECB was based in the world of the WWE games. This one is based in the world of Soul Calibur, in which now they have weapons and, similar fighting styles, but not really. I tried to make it as similar to, you know, similar to the old characters as possible. And I'm speaking of Soul Calibur, I will be doing a review of that sometime in the future. It's going to be a pros and cons video, because I do have some pros and I have some cons. And, you know, whatever, like, but ECB has always been a passion project of mine since 2008. October 2008 is when I started doing it, and I've loved doing it ever since. So yeah, since October of 2008 is when I really enjoyed doing it. And I took a bit of a hiatus between 2009 and 2010, because 2010 had better backstage brawling. 2009, I don't know what their deal was, but yeah, 2009 for some reason didn't have the same feel as like 08, and then 10 made it better. And of course 10, I was able to introduce the female brawlers, which they're going to be in ELW. ELW, by the way, stands for Elite League of Warriors. There's no brawling in this. These are warriors now. So, you know, the first 2 seasons is going to be more dramatic than the next ones. The next ones aren't going to be like this. The first 2 seasons of ELW, if I can get approval for the first season, I mean, all it takes is 1 strike and I'm done. I'm not gonna fool around and get another strike for the same kind of video. So all it really takes is 1 strike and I'm no longer doing it. Because I couldn't anyway for about 6 months, and I'm not putting up with that. So it's like, all in all, I really hope that this channel stays the way it is. I hope I don't get terminated or anything. This is also being recorded on New Year's Day. It won't be going up on YouTube until like a week later, because, you know, I'm trying to see if I actually will get terminated before this video goes up. But I really don't want to make it. I don't really want to cause any trouble. I don't want to cause any trouble. I just want to entertain people, and I hope that people will gravitate toward this show, namely adults, because I don't want to attract any children with this content. I just want, you know, this channel is mainly for adults. I've said that it's not for kids, but whatever. I'm not trying to market anything towards children. I'm just trying to entertain age-appropriate people. And hopefully people will be entertained if they check out my videos. You know, my channel has been lacking in the viewer department. Not as many people are watching me anymore. I don't know how that happened. I mean, I did decent numbers for my channel with the WWE 2K17 rant. It's a mixed. It's getting mixed reviews right now, but overall most people agree with me. But you know, it's it's really tough walking on eggshells because you have to follow all these rules and procedures and stuff, and it's ridiculous. But I'm hoping that I can come to a compromise with whoever is running this site now. I don't know, but I'm hoping that my channel stays up because, first of all, not only would I lose all of my content if the channel is terminated, but I would also lose all of my subscriptions. So every single person I'm subscribed to, I would no longer be able to watch them. I would have to look for them on the YouTube website. I couldn't find, like, I wouldn't be able to know exactly when their videos are up. I wouldn't even be able to like or comment. So I'm just saying, it's a whole thing, right? But ECB has gone through a lot. The early years definitely can't show the early years because YouTube's little rules and everything. There was some stuff going on. I can't tell you exactly, but you know the kind of thing that the guidelines would not tolerate. You know, I'm just saying. A person could get creative with those games sometimes, and yeah, I definitely did. But it's like, you know, there's a lot. I mean, it wasn't all bad, but yeah, there was quite a bit. There's quite a bit that I can't show anyone because of because it's more adult content than what the average YouTube viewer would be used to. And especially YouTube, I couldn't risk getting flagged because of some, you know, wild things happening, if you know what I mean. But yeah, first off, there will be partial nudity in my episodes. Some is within my control and some is not. What isn't? They have this feature, right? Soul Calibur has this little feature where you can strip people down if you attack them hard enough. And yeah, you can strip them all the way down to their underwear. I can't control that. Even if you put on like all this armor and stuff, eventually they'll end up in their underwear. And there are like two or three races that can be completely naked. So there's a problem right there. But yeah, like I said, some of it is within my control, some of it isn't. So look out for that. But I'm just saying, this is not for kids, and I'm not asking for it. I'm not asking for kids to watch this. I don't want kids to watch this at all. And like the beginning of my video says, this is not for children. But I'm about to wrap this up. So enjoy the rest of the content. I'll be showing more of the Geralt videos. Well, the last fight is one clip, right? And then I'm moving on to something else. So all in all, what I'm trying to do with this show is, eventually it'll end. I'm gonna try doing at least 5 or 6 seasons, maybe even 7. But after that, it's over. And I'll try to take it back to its original roots, and we'll see where we can go from there. But for right now, It's going to be ELW. And this, I feel, is going to be a nice change of pace. So, anyone watching, please bear in mind, I am a little stressed out about this whole COPA situation. And hopefully I don't get terminated before this video goes up. So, you know, it just feels like a lot of things are changing, and guys like me might not be able to keep up. So, with that being said, I'm just gonna stop talking and, you know, enjoy the rest of the video, whatever.